Let us start number system class 19, question number 238 onwards. 238, in a 6-digit number, if a 6-digit number is formed by repeating a 2-digit number 3 times, that is 141414, then that number will be divisible by. Such type of questions are asked mainly in SSC and then in railways. Okay. Question has told you, you make a 6-digit number by taking a 2-digit number by repetition. That means, suppose you took xy, again xy, again xy. Xy was a 2-digit number that was written thrice, and you made here a number of 6 digits. Similarly, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Similarly, example 1 4 1 4 1 4. These are all 6-digit numbers having a 2-digit number written thrice. Okay. Question asks you, such type of numbers will be divisible by which one among the given options? That means, suppose this be divided by xy, this be divided by xy, result will be xy 1 ja, again 0, then 0, then xy 1 ja, then again 0, xy 1 ja. This is your answer. Again see here, this will be divided by, this will be divided by 12. If this will be divided by 12, 12 1 ja 12, 0, 12 1 ja 12, 0, 12 1 ja. Again this will be divided by 14. You get here 1 0 1 0 1. That means it is very much clear now, such types of numbers will be certainly divisible by 1 0 1 0 1, and this is your final answer. Note down 1 0 1 0 1. If a 2-digit number, listen to me, if a 2-digit number be repeated twice more, that means a 6-digit number be formed, such type of numbers will certainly be divisible by 1 0 1 0 1. If a 2-digit number be repeated once again, making a 4-digit number, that number will be divisible by 1 0 1 only. This is question number 238. Now, question 239. Question has asked you, factorial 122 be divided by 6 power n. Question says, if factorial 122 6 power n is divisible by 6 power n, then find the maximum value of n. That means the question, you have to decide the maximum value of n for such a situation. This result is completely divisible by this. This result is completely divisible by this. In place of that, what will be the maximum value of n? What will be the maximum value of n? See, in such type of questions, 6 can be written into prime factors like 2 into 3. 6 must be written in prime factors multiplication, that means 2 into 3. This is prime, this is prime. And since this is the bigger of the two, you have to divide, here you have to divide this 122, this 122 by 3, 3 square, 3 cube, like this. See here, 122, factorial 122 means 1 2 3 up to 1 2 2. That means 122 must be divided by 3, then 122 must be divided by 3 square, then 122 divided by 3 cube, then 122 divided by 3 4. Now 122 divided by 3 power 5, that is not possible here. In that case, the divisor will be bigger than the dividend. That's why you must stop here itself. Okay. Now divide 3 40 is 120. You have to take the quotient only. 3 40 is 120 plus 9 divide 1 9 13 9 ja 117 plus this is 27 5 ja 135. That means only 4 times, and this is only 1 time. Now you add here 40 plus 10, 58. This is your final answer. That means the maximum of n must be 58. Maximum of n must be 58. This is your correct answer. Option A is your answer. Note down. Note down. Now, in such type of questions, what you have to do here is you have to see the base, that is 6. You have to factorize into prime factors. 2 into 3, 2 must be prime, 3 must be prime, and then the bigger one you have to choose, that is 3, and this 122 must be divided by 3, then 3 square, then 3 cube, then 3 4 till it is possible. You have to take the quotients only, then add all the quotients. That will be your maximum value for n. Now question number 240. Question number 240. See, 240, 1 into 3 into 5 into up to 99 into 100. How many zeros? See here, how many zeros will be in the expression from the right side? Find out the number of zeros in the expression from the right side. See here, you have already gone through such type of questions in this lesson itself. 1, 3, 5 up to 19 regularly written all the odd numbers starting from 1. That means we have taken all the odd numbers starting from 1, 1, 3, 5. That is all those are to be multiplied here. See here, since in any result, in any product, 0 comes from the right side due to the multiplication of 2 and 5. 0 comes from the right side due to the multiplication of 2 and 5 only. Since in these numbers only odd numbers have been taken, that means there must not be 2 even a single time. That means there is no 2 even in a single time. That's why after the multiplication of these all, there must not be any 0. That means no 0 will be here. No 0 will be here. That means in this product there is no 0 at all. And you have to multiply this by 100 again. This 100 has only 2 zeros. That means your answer must be only 2 zeros will be there from the right side. Note down. 2 zeros will be there from the right side. The answer is only 2 zeros. Option D is the perfect answer. Note down. Since 1, 3, 5 up to 19 have been taken in the shape of multiplication, there is no 2, there is no even numbers in between among them. That means there must not be any 0 from the right side in the product. Certainly whatever may be the product, that must be multiplied by 100, and in 100 there are 2 zeros. That means 2 zeros will be getting from the right side in the product. Note down. Now 241. 241. There is a printing mistake in the question. There is a printing mistake in the question. You have to rectify first. 1 power 1 should have been, 2 power 2 should have been, 3 power 3, 4 power 4, and up to 100 power 100. This is the right set of the question. Right set of the question. 1 power 1, 2 power 2, 3 power 3, 4 power 4, and up to 100 power 100. How many zeros will be there from the right side? How many zeros will be there from the right side? In such type of questions, 1 power 1 into 2 power 2 into 3 power 3 up to 100 power 100, you have to see up to 100. Last is 100, up to 100, up to 100. How many times 5 will be coming? See here, 5 plus 10 plus multiple of 5 only, 5 plus 10, 15, 20, up to 100. That means we have to pick up from 1 to 100 multiples of 5 only. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, 500. This will be 5 20s are 100. See here, again plus up to 100. How many times? 25 will be coming. That means 25, 50, 75 and 100. Means you have to pick up multiples of 5 plus multiples of 25 plus multiple of 125, but that is not possible since the base is only up to 100. That means multiples of 125 is not possible here. That means we have to pick up all the multiples of 5 plus all the multiples of 25 and then add all these. That means we have to do 5 plus 10 plus 15 up to 100. You have to pick up the value of that. That means sum total of this will be find out like this: 5 plus 100, first number plus last number by 2. This is your average of all these numbers, and from 5, 10, 15 up to 100 there are only 20 numbers. This will be the total of this plus here verbally you can solve. This is 100, this is 100, 250, this is 100, 100, 250. Now this will be 10 and again 105, so 105, 10, 250, and after addition this will be 1300. Note down. In such type of questions, 1 power 1 into 2 power 2 into 3 power 3 up to 100 power 100, you have to pick up the last base, that is 100, and 100 up to 100 you have to pick up the multiples of 5, 5 plus 10 plus 15 up to 100, then multiples of 25, then multiples of 125 if be possible. That means up to 100, 125 multiples can't be possible. That's why you have to pick up only 25, 50, 75 and 100. Here 5 plus 10 plus 15 up to 100, and add all these numbers. After addition of all these numbers you get the final result. Note down. Such type of questions were asked in only MBA's examinations, but now it is asked in your SSC syllabus, maybe in railway syllabus. Now question number 242. See, 242. Here is factorial 1, factorial 2, factorial 3 up to factorial 100, b divided by 5, and what will be the remainder? See here, if this result, any result or this result be divided by 5, remainder can't be 5. Whatever may be the divisor, remainders are always less than that divisor. That means if you divide such an expression by 5, certainly remainder must have 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. But your answer coming to is 5. Any number be divided by 5 can't give the remainder 5. That means here would have been 7 actually. Here would have been 7 actually. So you may correct your question. This must be 7, as the remainder is 5 in your option D. D is your answer. That means 5 can't be here. If any number be divided by 5, remainder can't be 5. See here. That means you have to see here from factorial 7. From factorial 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From factorial 7, if this is 7, from factorial 7, every time will be factorial 7 coming. See here, factorial 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means from factorial 7 onwards, in each and every term there must be factorial 7. There must be 7. That means all those will be cancelled by 7. That means you are lying with only, see here, factorial 1, factorial 2, factorial 3, factorial 4, factorial 5, factorial 6 only, and your question is now this only. You have to point out the remainder of this. That means you can calculate easily now by multiplication. That means you have to have the value of all these. That means this is 1, this is 2, this is 6, this is 4, 3, 2, that means 24, this is 120, this is 720, and b divided by 7 and get the remainder. That means here 6 plus 1, 7 will be deleted by, cancelled by 7. That means again you have to add all these and get the answer. See here, 7, 1, 840, 840, 860, 866. 866. This must be divided by 7 and get the remainder. See, 12 7 ja 84. 12 7 ja 84. 2 remaining 26. 7 3 ja 21. Remaining 5. This is your final answer. Note down. 5 is the correct answer. That is in option D. Must correct here first. See here, must correct first here. That means here the question has given you 5. That is absolutely wrong, as the answer is option D, that is 5. Any number be divided by 5 can't give the remainder 5 itself. That's why here would have been only 7 in actual question. That means you have to write here 7. Correct the question first, then note on this. If by putting 5 here you solve this question, perhaps 3 will be the remainder. Okay, perhaps 3 will be the remainder. Option B will be the right answer if you put here 5 then. That means you have to watch from factorial 7 onwards. Factorial 7 onwards, each and every term will be having 7. That means all the terms will be cancelled by 7. 0 will be remainder there. But before that, that means factorial 1, factorial 2, factorial 3, factorial 4, factorial 5, factorial 6. Up to that, you have to calculate. You will have to calculate, and after the calculation, that must be divided by 7. The final answer is only 5. See. Next question. 243. 243. See, the next question 243 is, find the remainder when 777 100 times is divided by 13. See here, very sharp question. 100 times 7 has been written here. 7 has been written 100 times here, and this must be divided by 13. This must be divided by 13, and then you have to point out the remainder. That means we have already gone through the rule for divisibility of 13 in this lesson itself. Whenever any number be given to you, be divided by 13 and you have to get the remainder, certainly you make a group of 3 from the right side to left side. Okay, that means you have to make here group of 3 from the right side. That means, see here, 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7, like this. You have to make groups of 3 from the right side. You have to make groups of 3 from the right side. From the right side. That means in 100 terms, there will be, see here, in 100 terms making a group of 3, there will be 33 groups. 33 groups. 33 are 99. That means you took 99 terms up to here. 99 terms up to here, and this remaining alone. That means 3, 3, 3 up to 13 times. Let me see. Let me show here. 3 into 33, 39 terms. 39 terms. 1 term remaining here. 100 terms. Okay. Now, this 33 will be alternately added. That means alternately it will be added. That means among these 33 groups, you have to pick up only 32 groups, and making alternate decision, thereafter the difference between the two groups must be 0 only. See here. That means 32 groups of 3 plus 1 group remaining. These 32 groups of 3 sevens, and you have to take the sum total and then difference of the two groups. That will be exactly same. That means difference will be 0 here. That means you have got the remainder 0 up to this, and only remaining with this. That means this 7, this 7, this 7, only this is remaining. 32 into 3, 36, 96 terms gone, then 4 terms, that means 100 terms. Now you have to divide this only and get the remainder of this. That means you have to divide this only and get the remainder. That means 777 minus 7 is 770, be divided by 13 and get the remainder. Now answer is coming to you. 13 5 ja 65, 120 remaining, 39 ja 117, and 3 is your final answer. That must be the correct answer according to me. See the option B is the right answer, that is 3. Note down. First you note down, again I will be convincing you in making you understand very easily. See, the question is 777 written up to 100 times be divided by 13 will be yielding the remainder. This is the question. That means in order to have the rule of divisibility for 13, you make a group of 3 3 3 from the right side. That means in 100 terms there will be 33 groups of 3 and 1 term remaining. In those 33 groups of 3 sevens, you have to take only 32 groups, and after making alternation the difference will be 0 there. That means no remainder will be yielding and only these 4 terms will be remaining for you, and that question is only this much. Now you have to divide 7777 by 13 and get the remainder. After division you got the remainder 3, that is your final answer. Note down. You can divide this by 13 and remainder will be 3. Again you may solve, again you may apply trick here as well. I have applied trick. This will be one group and this will be another. 777 minus 7, that will be 770, be divided by 13, you got the remainder 3, that is your final answer. Now coming to question number 244. Coming to question number 244. See the assignment 244. This is 19, 8 times be written and be divided by 7. What will be the remainder? If 19 be written 8 times, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. If 19 be written 8 times and then be divided by 7, what will be the remainder coming to? This is your question. Again the rule for 11, 7 and 13 was exactly same. That means in this case also, when a number is to be divided by 7, you have to make a group of 3 from the right side and then alternately addition and get the difference between the two groups. That must be either 0 or a multiple of 7 in order to be divisible by 7. That means again you have to make groups of 3 from the right side. 3 3 3 3 3. This is one, that will be also a group. Okay, 3 3 3 3 3 and this one. You have to make alternation here. That means see here, this will be added to this, this will be added to this. That means 919 3 times, 919 plus 919 plus 919 3 times. 3 9 ja 27, 3 2 5, 3 9 ja 27. This is the total of one side, and here 191 and 1, 191 twice and 1 be added, then 2 38, 2 must be added. This is 384. Okay, that means you got the sum total of alternate groups. You got the sum total of alternate groups, and then you have to have the difference between the two. That means 2757 minus 384. This is 3, this is 7, this is 6, this is 2, and now this must be divided by 7. Again you can see here, 373 minus 2, this will be 373 minus 2, then 371 be divided by 7, remainder is 7 5s are 35, 2 remaining 21, that means 0 remainder is coming perhaps. Let me see the answer first. This is 1 perhaps. This is 1 perhaps. Let me see the calculation. You note first. 19, 19, 19 be written 8 times. Note first. This was only 1. Here is a mistake. This was only 1. That means this will be only 3. This will be only 3. This will be 4. This will be not 2. And this will be only 1. Not done. That means question asks you, if 19 be written 8 times and then divided by 7, what will be the remainder coming to you? You answered the remainder will be only 1. Having this process, you made groups of 3 from the right side, then added alternately, and one side the sum total is 2757 and the other side the total is 383. You have to make the difference there. At last you made a difference here, that is 2374. This be divided by 7, get the remainder, that will be 1. This be divided by 7, get the remainder, that will be 1. One way. Another way, 374 minus 2 is 372 and you divide only 372 by 7, that will be also 1. Thus you concluded here question number 244. Now coming to 245. See, question number 245. Uh, 32. This is very much important question. Firstly, this question had been asked in MAT examination, Management Aptitude Test for MBA entrance examination. Okay, this be divided by 11. What will be the remainder? This is your question. Okay, if this be divided by 11, what will be the remainder? For such type of question, since the power is very bigger, you have to divide this 32, the base 32 be divided by 11 and get the remainder. 11 20 are 22, you got 10. That means after the division of this base by 11, you got 10 only. 10 will be the remainder. Again 32 divided by 11, you have to point out the remainder. Again, this 10 is 1 less than the divisor. You have already gone through such type of questions in this chapter in prior classes. That means this will be 11 minus 1, and this power will be always even. No need to multiply, you have to expect only what will be the result. That means 32 power 32 will be always an even number, and this be divided by 11 yielding remainder. That means since the base of your expression is 1 less than your divisor, and the power is even, in this case you remember the remainder happens only 1. This must be the right answer of this question. Of course, no doubt. See here, you have gone through such type of questions. If 25 power 26 be divided by 26, what will be the remainder? That means since this 25 is 1 less than your divisor and power is even here, certainly remainder will be 1. This rule has been applied here again. You may see the last video in this lesson when such type of questions had come to you. Now, question number 246 coming. 246. See, 246. The taxi charges in a city contain fixed charges and additional charges per kilometer. The fare is fixed up to 5 kilometer. That means up to 5 kilometer, up to 5, there is a fixed charge. That means suppose X rupees will be taken. Up to 5 kilometer, X rupees will be taken. That is a fixed charge. And onwards 5 kilometer, after that 5 kilometer, there is a rate. Okay, next kilometer, there is a rate, means Y rupees per kilometer, I supposed here. Say, up to 5 kilometer from the beginning distance, there is a fixed rate, that is X rupees. You will have to pay whether you go only 1 kilometer, only 2 kilometer, only 3 kilometer, up to 5 kilometer means only 5 kilometer. You have to pay X rupees in each and every case. If you use only up to 1 kilometer, you have to pay X rupees. If you dropped at 5 kilometer after going, certainly you have to pay only X rupees. According to this pattern, for 10 kilometer, the fare is rupees 350 for 10 kilometer. See here, up to 10 kilometer, there will be 5 kilometer fixed rate. There will be up to 5 kilometer fixed rate, up to 5 kilometer fixed rate. And remaining 5, 10 minus 5, remaining 5 at the rate of Y rupees per kilometer. And this is just equal to 350. This will be X plus 5Y equals to 350. This is equation 1. Again, up to 20 kilometer, for a distance of 25, for a distance of 25 kilometer, the total fare is rupees 800. That means 25 kilometer fixed rate will be applied up to 5 kilometer, that is rupees X. Now 25 minus 5, that is 20 kilometer at the rate of Y rupees per kilometer. This will be 800, and again X plus 20Y equals to 800. This is equation 2. Now verbally you can calculate here. After subtraction of equation 1 from equation 2, X will be cancelled, this will be 15Y. Now this will be 15Y equals to 15, Y equals to only 450. Now Y equals to 30. Y equals to 30. If Y equals to 30, X will be 200. Solve yourself. 200. That means question has asked you now up to 30 kilometer, what will be the total fare? Say here, 30 kilometers means 5 kilometer will be rupees X, and rupees X is 200. That means up to 5 kilometer, for 5 kilometer distance you have to pay rupees 200. Then 30 minus 5, that means 25 kilometer remaining. For that you will have to pay at the rate of rupees Y per kilometer, that is 30, means multiply by 30. This is 200 rupees plus 25 into 30, 75. This will be 950. This is your final answer. Note down, this is your final answer. But the solution appears very long, but it is not so. I have dictated you all the steps, that's why it is appearing too long. But in order to save the time, you have to calculate from this only. Time will be minimized itself. Note down. Thus I solved 246 as well. 246 solved here now. Now 247. 247. See, this is also very much important question. If this question will be asked again, certainly the same digit will be there. That means you have to remember the answer only 3 power 3 plus here this expression and 3 4 plus 1 again this one. What will be the GCD of these two? What will be the GCD? And GCD means HCF of these two. GCD means HCF of these two. See, you have to find out the HCF of these two. That means certainly think here, a cube plus b cube equals to a plus b a square minus ab plus b square. This is a formula. See here. And again, a to the power x into a to the power y equals to a power x plus y. Again, a power x power y equals to a power x into y. These are some formulas will be used here. Okay. That means this 3 power 3, 3, 3, 4 plus 1 will be written as 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3. Okay. Plus 1. See here. This formula should be applied here. That means this is just like this, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and into this, this is your power. Suppose this is x, this is y, x into y power will be, that means like this, and this is the base same, this will be 3 power. Let me write like this. That means this base will be 3, 3 power 3, 1. This base will be like this. See here. That means you have to have the highest common between the two. For that you are solving this expression 3 power 3 power 3 3 4. This must be written as 3 3 3 3 like this. Here will be 3 1 3 3 4. Okay. Now this is your a cube plus b cube shape. A cube plus a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b cube equals to, let me write here, a cube plus b cube is a plus b bracket a square minus a into b plus b square. See here. That means this is like this, and a cube plus b cube equals to a plus b bracket a square minus ab plus b square. Now you may see this as a factor in this, and this is also the same. See here, this is also the same. That means among them certainly this is the highest common. That means GCD of these two will be 3 power 3 power 3 3 3 plus 1. This must be your answer. C, option C is your correct answer. 3 power 3 plus power 3 3 3 plus 1. Note down first. Note down. This question had been asked in MBA examination, and in your SSC again the same question was asked. Again this question will be asked in SSC or railway. Certainly the same question will be here. 3 power 3 3 3 plus 1, 3 power 3 3 3 4 plus 1. What will be the GCD? What will be the HCF of these two? Certainly you have to answer this. This is your final answer. The way of solving is you have to point out here a cube plus b cube shape. That means a cube plus b cube equals to a cube plus b cube equals to a plus b, a square minus ab plus b square, and thus you get the answer. This and this is certainly being appeared as a common here. That's why this will be the GCD of these two expressions. Okay, this is the last question of today's class. Thank you.